Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Process and Automation podcast with the Automation Guys. Yes, in today's episode, we are looking at the topic RPA, Robotic Process Automation again. And we thought we will cover sort of a few really important points and they could be a checklist for everyone who is interested in RPA. Yeah, of course, today's robotic process automation platforms deliver intelligent automation that does more than just automating repetitive tasks. So RPA software solution constantly learns and performs nowadays increasingly complex decision making. And if you're already using intelligent automation in your business, you are enjoying, I would say, lots of business benefits it brings, and it will want opportunities to extract more value from the platform. One of the advantages of rolling out more intelligent automation is that it doesn't need to be a long IT project every time. So when you're looking really for getting started and looking for a cloud provider in that intelligent automation space, so line of business leaders and groups within the Center of Excellence will work with the IT and procurement department, ensuring that solution works for all of them. And that's why we thought a quick checklist, a buyer's checklist for all of these areas for the Center of Excellence, line of business leaders, and IT stakeholders would be really good to cover today. And I think let's kick off with our first section. Arno, do you want to cover what the Center of Excellence should look for in a cloud intelligent automation solution?
Yeah, that's right. So agility is the first thing we should look out for, Sasha. Business agility is obviously vital to respond to changes and keep ahead of your competition. And your intelligent automation solution should let you edit the processes and add new ones very quickly. It should be very easy to see, for example, the performance increase in data processing. You also need to know that the business can scale quickly, without incurring compliancy risk, for example. So good visibility of your business processes will obviously reduce this risk. Agility also comes from, I guess, empowering business users to be directly involved in intelligent automation initiatives. So, they can identify and action the automation required without the need, for a major IT project. So with little or no training, these line of business leaders must be able to quickly get up to speed with intelligent automation through simple and intuitive interfaces. So that's kind of like the agility part of it. Reputation is a big one as well. In a fairly young sort of technology sector with many new and emerging players coming out, it's really important to invest in a partnership with a service provider. That will go the distance. Our advice is to look for well-established, secure providers. And of course, one way to identify likely candidates is to check out the suppliers on the analyst reports such as IDC, Gartner. And you usually want to look out for the top quadrants in those reports. For sort of the industry leaders. Also talk to current users and partners. Again, Gartner's Magic Quadrant report, for example, mentions the partner and the customer eco systems. So those are all kind of really important factors. The third one is really support. So what we want to do is functionality and availability are key attributes for an effective intelligent automation solution. Obviously, if you look at RPA, for example, and some AI modules that integrate with the RPA. So cloud delivery goes a very long way in providing reassurance on those points, because upgrades, supports, and security are sort of baked into the platform. So you really want to look beyond that, ensuring that there's a strong alignment between the people and the systems in the business and the cloud provider. Obviously defining roles and responsibilities is important from the start. And then also we want to look at future potential. So if you are keen to automate certain processes, time to value is really important. And then at the same time, you need to assess growth potential. You want to select a vendor that's got a great functional capability now on their platform, while they also should be investing in future enhancements. And look at their sort of roadmap for their product, their willingness to reevaluate and change direction where needed.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, and then the next section we have is what IT leaders should look out for in a cloud intelligent automation platform. So when it comes to those platforms, security is one of the number one concerns.
Yeah.
Especially cloud-based stuff. It's a number one topic indeed, and especially when you put business critical processes and data really outside of your corporate network. So there must be really rock solid certainty that the cloud platform is safe and secure, so enterprise grade security. And you will need to work with the cloud provider, with the intelligent automation cloud provider, to secure connectivity in full compliance with the business, with the compliance requirements, really. And the next one is around fast deployment. If you're already using intelligent automation solutions, I mentioned that earlier, you're already benefiting from lots of good stuff, fast deployments of new process automation, but cloud solutions accelerate that further and provide newcomers to intelligent automation with a fast track to adoption. And when it comes to the cloud intelligent automation, that lets you start to automate business processes pretty much instantly and demand less effort to set up and manage and maintain these environments. Of course, before when it's not in the cloud, we have to set up all the machines ourselves. But and when it's already ready there, then we don't have to do that anymore. So you can move really at the speed with very limited technical resources and scale up very quickly when things change. And the IT leaders must work alongside these cloud providers to deploy and maintain all these digital workers, bots effectively in the cloud. So it's a good idea to define exactly these responsibilities from the get-go. And then the next one you should check out is the connectivity and integration capabilities. So in the business, for example, as a CIO, you're responsible for connecting the business to these cloud solutions and making sure they are really, really good connections in place, pre-configured cloud deployment and digital workers that stand really ready to carry out as many processes goes a long way to reducing the in-house IT workload. So as we know, everyone is completely worked up already. There's a shortage of staff, so that should be really one big focus point when you select a new vendor.
Yeah, so that's good advice for IT leaders out there. So I guess the remaining one is what line of business leaders should look for in a cloud intelligent automation platform. And lines of business leaders are, service delivery managers, people that look after the business. And I guess the first and most important one, in my opinion, is they want to look for measurable business performance improvement. So again, if you're a line of business leader, you probably have a very clear idea about which processes will benefit from automation. And digital workers that can handle financial transactions or customer communications, for example, can work around the clock, 24/7. And that obviously free up human operators to carry out tasks that add value, to your customer relationship, for example. So measuring cost efficiency for this use case is quite straightforward. However, if you look at sort of intelligent automation powered business performance improvements, it goes beyond achieving just hard cost efficiency, what we call hard benefits. You'll see a very fast return on investment, not just from full-time equivalent savings, but also in the shape of key performance indicators such as customer service, customer retention. And more efficient processes will enhance customer satisfaction, and you will also stand out from your competitors. And this will drive your customer satisfaction statistics in the right direction. So we're talking about NPA scores and satisfaction ratings, and ultimately that would lead to higher sales and better profits, lower cost of business. So I guess the return on an intelligent automation investment will flow very quickly from several directions. From high availability and uptime to reduce risk of downtime and security breaches. You'll also benefit from being able to operate 24/7 and allocate more digital workers very quickly to a particular process to meet increased demand. So it is sort of looking for that. How can I measure this improvement? The other one is we're looking as a line of business leader for high business impact. And again, we talk about intelligent automation processes, and they really go beyond automating just routine processes. It really offers real potential for proper deep business transformation these days. So again, you'll be able to think beyond automating just your existing processes and dream up really innovative, intelligent processes that can deliver high growth or even disrupt the market. Leaving some of your rivals to play catch up with you. And I think that the right intelligent automation cloud solutions, it really offers you an opportunity to deliver high business impact. And again, one way to identify this potential is to review, the artificial intelligence and machine learning features, for example, of these solutions, as well as the availability of, pre-configured digital workers, for example. So again, high impact. That's what we look for. So it's you can understand from a line of business perspective, they are interested in these benefits. I guess you touched on the IT leader a bit, and we looked at the sort of what we're looking for, a center of excellence. So it is going to be different for kind of different stakeholders in this. So hopefully this discussion would appeal to somebody in one of those personas that's out there looking for intelligent automation and what to look out for when you look for a platform.
Yeah, so that because the market is moving fast, isn't it? It really makes sense to when you're starting to evaluate again. So some players, as we mentioned, they are always rated highly in the quadrants, um, but there are some movements with maybe smaller players, or we definitely know. Without sort of recommending one specifically, but we have seen Microsoft, for example, going from hardly mentioned anywhere to become really a big leader. So this
Yeah,
kind of movements are happening all the time, and depending on what specific use cases need to be implemented, the one player in the market is better than the other. But with that checklist, hopefully, yeah, we can help you to make the right decisions. And yes, always reach out to Arno and myself if you have any questions or like to know more. We have plenty of episodes recorded on the topic of RPA and also on other topics related to process and automation, intelligent automation, process mining. Really, really everything. So it's really useful to listen back to our previous episodes. Yeah, and otherwise, if you like to stay in touch with us, visit us on theautomationguys.net and yeah, subscribe to our newsletter. And yeah, we're looking forward to welcoming you in on the next episode. And until then, let's automate it. Unfortunately, that's it again with this episode of the Process and Automation podcast. If you liked this episode, please give us a 5-star rating and don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any upcoming episode. We hope you will tune in next time, and until then, let's automate it.